Hello, it's Kim Jolene with Finding Your Fiji. I'm here doing a reading today for June 2016 for all my fellow Aries out there. I'm an Aries, so this is for us people. And we're going to do a couple different things today. We're going to talk about your forecast for career finances. We're going to kind of put that together using the Angel Oracle cards. And then we're going to talk about your health prospects for the month of June. And we're using the Archangel Power Tarot cards for that today. And then lastly, we'll talk about your romantic relationships. And for that reading portion, we're going to be using the messages from your angels deck today. And then I always use, this is a deck, Archangel Tarot deck from Doreen Virtue, and I always use this deck for kind of our general information that we'll start with. So let's go ahead and get started, Aries. This is your reading for June 2016. All right, let's see what we've got here for you. Lots of energetic stuff going on right now. You may have noticed just this past weekend was quite a bit of an adjustment time. You might be getting triggered a bit more than normal, and so it can sometimes be challenging. You also, because of the energy and the things that are happening, you may be a little bit more tired. I had a full night's sleep the other night, and I ended up taking an hour nap in the afternoon. So I encourage you to honor your body's wisdom and what you need. So if you're feeling really, really tired, please do take a nap. Please take care of yourself. Please stay home if that's what you feel like you need to do. So that's already kind of some messages that are coming through for you. Okay, so we have our very first card is the Unity card, which is Archangel Sandalphon. And he is one of my my close guides, one of my favorite angels. And Sandalphon, this card Unity, is really about, and because it's in the past position, this is something that's already been happening for you. You're finding your people. Your spiritual community, the people that you feel more connected to, the people that are into the same things that you're into. So you're slowly but surely finding those people. And what happens oftentimes when that is the case is lots of times friends that you have been connected with very closely end up, if they're not in the same, not interested in the same things, not opening as you are, they may fall away, or you may have an argument that just, things are just not, you're not feeling connected with them anymore. But just know that now is a time for you to connect with those people and those spiritual organizations that are moving in the same direction as you. So that's where I call them your tribe or your people, right? And so seeking out those people is really important. If you haven't already done that, see what's going on in your community. I know here in the Twin Cities, we have so many different places that you can go to connect with spiritually like-minded people. The Metamorphosis Center is one of them. I'm doing actually doing readings. For those of you that are local, I'm doing readings there, private readings for the Intuitive Fair on June 4th, and you can go to metamorphosis.com to register for that. I think it's, or is it metamorphosis.cc? I can't remember, but look up Metamorphosis Twin Cities. They're in Burnsville, and I'm doing intuitive readings there. $30 for 30 minutes, which I never ever do. That's like the lowest price you'll ever get. So if you're interested in having a personal reading with me and you're in the Twin Cities, you can go on and book there. Otherwise, at the end of the reading, I will give you a code to save 20% on my phone readings as well. Okay, so we've got that, Unity. As basically unity, community, that's what that's about. Now we have Page of Air. And the air cards are all about the intellect, the head, what's going on upstairs, up in your head, right? And so the Page of Air is one of those duality cards. And just to let you know, like I'm seeing, this is all purple we're seeing here, which to me, like, is a sign of good things to come financially for you this month, because purple is the color for wealth in feng shui. And so I'm already getting an inkling about your month for June. 2016 is going to be financially a very good and successful one. So Page of Air is a duality card. So on the one hand, it's about a person. On the other hand, it's about a circumstance or an experience. And the page, I am getting that this is a woman. It can be a man or a woman, but I'm getting for you that this is a woman. And this is someone that is very honest. Like they're, like the phrase, honest as the day is long, that's them. They're very honest. They're also very like left brain, very logical. Like they think things through in a step-by-step manner. And they're curious. They ask a lot of questions. So if this is one of your children, which it very well could be, this is the child that sometimes will drive you batty with all of their questions, because they're just they want to know how things work, and they ask a lot of questions to figure that out. They also can be very impulsive. So this is, if it's a child, it could be a child that just all of a sudden goes, running off, or just that type of thing. So know that this person is going to give you a run for your money this month. So whether this is a child or a partner, a friend, something like that, they are going to keep you on your toes this month. That's what I'm getting around that. And so it's just, and not in a not necessarily a difficult way, but they're just going to keep you awake and aware kind of thing. And they might also bring you into a place of being in that inquisitive place yourself. So sometimes when somebody else questions something, then you're like, oh, like, why am I accepting that as my belief? Why am I not questioning that? So they can also trigger that for you and helping you question the beliefs that you've dragged with you all through your life, and bringing them forward. So me as an Aries, and when I do my personal coaching, I do ask questions. I do ask a lot of questions and help you. Essentially what I like to do with my clients is help them just inquire, like, is this really what I want to believe going forward? Does this belief serve me? And so that's where this is coming up for you guys this month. Okay, and then the other side of this is about just some challenging information. So it may be related to this this child or this person that's described as the Page of Air, that honest, impulsive, curious, logical type person. It may be related to them getting some challenging information about them, or something that's happened, right? And sometimes with this card, when this card comes up, it means that you get that information a way that's not gentle. If I think of it as when I'm thinking about doctors, when they don't have a good bedside manner and delivering information, that's what comes to me around this card. So you're getting information that you need, but you're not getting it in a soft, gentle way. It's like kind of abrasive, and you may have a tendency to get mad at the messenger. Just saying, and just let that go. Like that's more about them than it is about you, and it's now what? Now what do you do with that information, okay? And it really, the other piece of this is, okay, so they're coming in and telling me, you need to pay attention to the animals that are coming through for you that you are seeing. And wolf is one of them. This has come up for me recently, and I didn't have a chance to look it up. But that's coming again for all of you Aries out there, is take a look at what the meaning of wolf is. You can look online. There's some card decks that have that, the animal signs in it, that type of thing. But those have some sort of meaning or some strength that you need in this situation, okay? So pay attention to that. And then there may just be some delays to your plans or changes. Like sometimes we have a set way that we're thinking about the way something needs to go, and we have a set way as to how we think we might even be making more money, that type of thing. And there may just be a shift in that, or a change. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because it is about processing. You needing that processing time. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Okay, the last card we have for sort of the general forecast for the month is the Strength card, Archangel Ariel. And Ariel, another one of my favorite angels. The Strength card is really, and of course the number 11, which is always a very good auspicious sign. So watch for those numbers too, Aries, that you see. 111, 222, 333, 444. Those are your angels and guides letting you know that they're there and they're hearing you and they're sending you messages around that. So this is really about, you do have a really great inner strength, and it comes from the things that have happened in your life. So I encourage you to express gratitude for the things that have happened in your life that have built that strength up for you, right? Have created that strong inner resolve, determination. That's the type of thing that I'm looking at around this for you. And it really is about letting go of judgments. And that's not just judgments of other people, but also of yourself. So sometimes we are our worst, our worst best friend, if you will, where we just say things to ourselves and judge ourselves in a way that is not gentle and kind. So I encourage you to let go of that. It doesn't serve anyone. Be curious. Instead, get that curiosity going. And I think that's where this curious person, the Page of Air, really is helpful to you, because you want to get curious about why this is coming up for you, because there's always a message in it for you. There's always a message. Whatever emotions, whatever's coming up for you, that's a message for you. So until you get the message, that crap's going to keep coming up. So take some time, stop, and just sit with it and see, what is this trying to tell me? What do I need to know? What does this want from me, this emotion, right? Whether it's fear or anger or disappointment or loneliness, what does that emotion want you to do? Okay, and this is, those words are coming to me because this morning I had just read a portion of Heather Strang's book, A Life of Magic. Wonderful book if you haven't read it yet or haven't picked it up. It's not really one you read cover to cover. It's more like you use it like an oracle, like you do like cards, and it's amazing. But that's one of the things that came through this morning, and so they were encouraging me to share that, and I just wanted to give Heather credit, and also tell you to go out and get her fabulous book too. Okay, so the inner strength and letting go of that judgment is what's happening there, and having, just forgiveness and compassion is what that's about. Okay. Let's get on with this is your career and financial aspects for the month of June 2016 for our Aries, our fellow Aries. Oh, they want me to do 1, 2, 3. Okay. Easy peasy. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so related to your career and finances, the first thing that we have is the Breathe card, okay? And so what they really want you to do is stop racing around like a chicken with your head cut off. Stop and breathe, okay? Take a deep breath in. We can even do that now. And let it go. Do that again. How often do you do that during the day, Aries? Really, multiple times a day is a really, really good thing for you to do, is just stop. Take a moment, breathe. Especially if you're feeling stressed out, it's really important to take that time to get that breath back into your body. And I encourage you, just even when you're walking, you can do that when you're walking to the bathroom. You're going to the bathroom, just take some deep breaths as you're walking. So combine it with something that you're already doing to make it easy, okay? So that is just what Tony Robbins always refers to as net time, no extra time. It doesn't take you any extra time. You're already walking to the bathroom. Take some deep breaths as you're walking, right? Really easy. And this is Archangel Raphael coming through, and it really is, so part of what we want to do with the breathing is we're breathing in and gathering up anything that's bothering us. So this could be, if you have a pain in your body, you can breathe into that spot where the pain is, and then when you release, when you exhale, you're letting it go. You're releasing those old patterns. So the breath is not just for your body's carbon dioxide. It's not carbon dioxide, oxygen, right? Sorry, we're not a plant. So it's not just for the oxygen that we need that. It's also to help us pull the things from our body that are no longer serving us and letting it go, okay? So you want to breathe out near your plants to give your plants the carbon carbon dioxide. Is that right? Carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide? I don't know. Science was not one of my fortes, just so you know. All right. And then we have the leadership card, what you need to know or work on right now. We have Archangel Gabriel, the leadership card. And related to your finances and your career, it is time for you to step up. Aries, you are leaders. You know this. I was told once about my particular chart that I am a leader, but I don't really care if anybody follows me. So that can be the case for some of you too. So you may not actually be leading a team of people, but you may just be leading a movement. Or like me, I feel like I'm leading people to open more, to connect with their intuition, to their angels and guides, right? It is time for you to step up. So if you've been offered a leadership position, it is time to do that, because you are able to lovingly guide others. It's one of your gifts, one of your talents that is there for you. And I recently just stepped up into a leadership position in the Feng Shui Institute of the Midwest. So I'm now stepping into a role on the board. Membership coordinators. So I'm excited about that. But again, it's about stepping up. You get those opportunities and you can pass them by. But when you're really meant to be a leader, that's part of your journey, and that's part of how you're able to help people in the world. And so please step into that leadership role in your career. All right. And then we have moon cycles, Archangel Haniel. And the moon cycles are really important for us, Aries. And it sounds funny to say that in relation to career and finances, but really not. When you think about it, there are cycles to everything. And so we have that sort of ebb and flow and ebb and flow. And so we had the new moon recently, and the new moon is about we just had the full moon. The full moon is about letting go, and that's about releasing stuff and making the opening for the things that you want to draw in. The new moon will be coming up, and I don't have the date specifically on the top of my brain, but the new moon will be coming up, and that's about setting intentions. So as it relates to your career and your finances, those are opportune times to do, maybe a little ritual around writing out, when the new moon comes, writing out what you intend to manifest, those things that you want to draw into your life, to your business, to your finances, right? So paying attention to those cycles, and also knowing that that moon energy can affect you. So paying attention to, like, oh, you may not want to stack a whole bunch of clients the day before the full moon because your energy is going to be, maybe a little bit off. But pay attention to how the moon energy affects you personally and what happens with that. Okay. Next we have our health. And this is our aspects for Aries for June 2016 for your health. Oops. Okay. There's just wanting me to pull that one out. Alrighty. Gotcha. And those of you who see me turn the cards around, I don't read upside down cards. I just read the meaning, and I get guidance as to if there's anything else that I need to share with you about that. So I don't read them as reverse cards as some people do. Okay, so health aspects for the month of June 2016 for Aries. We have the Three of Ariel. This is an Ariel. I always think of her as kind of our love angel, right? She's just, all about love, and she really wants, in order to improve your health, you to do what you love, okay? So I'm going to give you an example of this. I've not been doing this all my life. I was in my prior life, so 2005 and earlier, for about 17 years, I was an insurance claims adjuster. And I was handling claims, probably some of the worst claims that you can ever imagine. Physical sexual abuse, children death claims, just all kinds of different things that I was handling. Paraplegics, burn victims, just all kinds of stuff. It was very stressful. And so what was happening for me at that time, towards the end of when I needed to leave there, because I wasn't making the move myself, like even though I knew I had found something else I loved to do, making jewelry, I wasn't making that move. And so what was happening for me is I was actually having headaches daily. Every time I would go into work, like I'd feel fine when I got up in the morning and go into work, and I'd get to work and I'd get a headache like immediately. So not doing what you love can affect your health. So those of you that are in a job that you absolutely freaking hate and you're also not feeling good, there's a connection, okay? That's a message for you, people. That's a message for you and your body. Your body is giving you a message. And I know for a fact if I would have stayed there, I probably would have gotten very sick. Okay? I just knew it was going to kill me if I stayed there. I literally had that thought in my head, I have to leave or I'm going to die. And it sounds so dramatic, but honestly, when you're not following your purpose and passion, that is part of what can happen when you really get that push to leave. And so this is a time of really great personal growth for you. So you're learning a lot about yourself. You're learning to connect with your emotions, your energy, feeling the vibration of things, all of that type of thing. And a big piece of this is needing to have sort of our artistic freedom in there. So it's almost like some of you have jobs where you just, like, there's nothing creative about it at all. And so really take a look at what's going on with your career as it relates to your health, and then also working with others, related to your health, working with others kind of cooperatively. So sometimes it's not just one thing that helps you release that stuck energy in your body, which is all disease really is, things that are happening in your body. It's just stuck, basically stuck energy or something you haven't processed. And so you might need a couple different practitioners for that. You might need a coach. You might need a holistic practitioner. You might need a chiropractor. You might need someone to help you with feng shui, right? To help get that energy in your home balanced out. There's a lot of things in feng shui. So just to give you an idea, and I do. Those of you that maybe this is the first reading that you've watched of mine, I'm a feng shui expert as well, and so I often will bring in, when I'm called to, feng shui tips and advice as well. So you can see here that health is in the center, if I can find it with my finger. Health is in the center of everything. This is your mental map of your space. And so it's your, what we call your bagua, your mental map of your space, and every area of your home relates to an area of your life. And the health is the center of it all. So just like in your life, your health area in your home affects everything. So if the middle of your home is a mess, if that's where you leave a lot of clutter, if that's where you have a bathroom, sometimes that can be a very difficult thing. Now this year, in the year of the monkey, having a bathroom in the center is actually an okay thing. Because of the energies that are happening with the flying stars. The bathroom kind of helps water that down, if you will. But so those are just some ideas that you might need to connect with different practitioners to help you on your path. Okay, enough said about that. Next we have the sun. Archangel Uriel is coming through. And again, another purple card. And so regarding your health, what this is really about is that things are good. Like I feel like you've been working through, so this Ariel card was kind of a past card. So it may be that you shifted things around your career, you're doing something that you love now, you're working with some different practitioners to help you. And now we have just basically thriving on your positive thinking. So your positive thinking has an effect on your health. And so focusing on positive thoughts, that the sun is always there, regardless of whether there are clouds. Today's a really cloudy day here in Minnesota. But the sun is always there. It's up there. We know it's there, whether we can see it or not. And that's part of what, for your health, thinking those positive thoughts and knowing that your body's natural state is one of pure health, of of strength, of feeling good. That is the natural state. So when you're not in that natural state, things are just need to be adjusted, and your positive thinking can help with that. Okay. And otherwise, it just really looks like things are good. Like this, it's almost like the sun is coming out of the clouds for you. Things feel better, that type of thing. Okay, and then we have the Seven of Raphael. Okay, and related to your health. So this is when we're talking about health, and of course, Raphael is our health angel. This is really about. It's time to make a decision. It is. Okay, a couple different things are going on. So there's lots of information that they're throwing at me around this. And I love this card. It's just beautiful with all the different chakra colors on there. I love that. So it is time to make a decision and to be clear about what it is that you want. How do you want to feel? What do you want your body to look like? How, what does that look like for you, good health? What does that feel like? What are the things that you can do? Be really clear about what you want in related to that. And it is also about detoxification. And so when I think about detoxification, and what's coming up for me here is it's not that you need to completely change your diet, and not to say that over time it won't morph and change, but there's a couple things in there that are not making you feel good. So please pay attention when you eat a meal, and then or eat a snack, and how do you feel afterwards? Like, does your stomach get a little upset? Are you having to go? I mean, this sounds maybe too much, but are you having to go the bathroom too much? Maybe it's not solid. Are you not going to the bathroom? That's another issue, right? If you're not going, you should be going after every meal. That's part of your body's natural process. So pay attention to what's happening with the food that you're eating, and pick just one thing that doesn't seem to be making you feel good and cut that out, and just see, just notice, be curious, right, about what happens. So there is a need for detoxification there. Okay. And then we have, finally, we're going to the romance reading for Aries for June 2016. And I love this deck. These are kind of my goofy angels. I don't recall if I used this deck with you guys before. But this is, what's going over there? These are messages from your angels. So it is just kind of some different angels sometimes that you may not have heard of. Oh, that's fascinating. So they're giving me two tricky little angels. They give me 4 coyotes on this line instead of 2. So regarding the past, we have a couple things that are coming up regarding relationships. So Francesca, this is Angel Francesca, and this card is really about, again, along with your health, this is with your relationship, visualizing what it is that you want. So I feel like because this is a past card, you're in the process of doing that. You're really thinking, a lot about what it is you want in a relationship, in a partnership, visualizing it, imagining it, and anything that you focus on that's negative will actually serve to block that. So if, for instance, you go on a date and you're focusing, you don't like this person, you're not going to see them again, and all you can talk about and think about is all the awful things that happen on the date, or all their, characteristics that are not in alignment with you. We'll put that in sort of a gentle way. That is going to block you, actually, if you continue to talk about that. So what I want you to do instead is to focus on, what did you like about this person? What are the qualities that they have that are getting you closer to the person, to that love of your life that you want to bring in? So focusing on the positive stuff. And then Angel Shanti is coming up. And she's the angel of peace. And Shanti is just bringing you a little bit more tranquil, smoother road ahead. So for some of you, Aries, in the dating world or in the relationship world, your relationship world, I should say, things have been a little bit rough. Like you've not been connecting well with people, not having good dates, whatever the case may be. Maybe with your current spouse or partner, it's just been a little bit rocky. Things are going to smooth out now, okay? So she's the angel of peace. She's bringing that to you this month in June. Things are going to smooth out for you, okay? All right, and then the present, what you need to know or work on right now, we have Akasha, okay? And what I'm getting around this card is to be who you are, because pretending to be someone that you're not is not helpful to you in relationships in the long run. You may think, oh, I'll let them know that, for me, for instance, I'm pretty forward and pretty upfront nowadays about what I do for a living, because some people cannot get their head around it. There's just not, there's some men that they just, to date somebody that's psychic or is a feng shui person, woo-woo, all of that is not a good fit, right? And so you want to be who you are. Like, bring your full essence forth to begin with, because it doesn't honor or respect you or anyone else for you to pretend that you're someone that you're not, or even to hide, those aspects of yourself that are your true nature. Because for me, my work and who I am they're all together. It's all combined, right? I cannot be someone other than who I am in my work. That's who I am. I'm not two different people. And so it's important for me that the person that I'm with is going to accept and embrace what I do and encourage and support me in that, right? So just make sure that you are you're being open about your spiritual gifts and your talents, and your mission and your purpose, the things that really, really light you up. Okay, and then we have Rosetta is coming through. And regarding relationships, what I'm getting around this is okay, this is going to be kind of specific. So this portion of the reading isn't probably for everyone. But there's some of you Aries out there that are single and don't have children yourself, and are a little bit concerned about dating someone that has children. The angels and your guides are wanting to let you know that that everything's going to be fine around that. Like, you have a gift for working with young people. So you're going to be able to connect with these children and develop a relationship with this man's child or children that is really going to be beneficial for both of you. Okay? So it is part of your divine life purpose to parent children and to be teaching and helping children. And so if you don't have children currently, but the person that you're dating does, or if you've thought that you maybe don't necessarily want children, and the person that you're interested in is a teacher, so they're around a lot of children. I'm not sure of the exact circumstance for each and every one of you, but I'm just putting that out there because they're asking me to share that, to be open to that, okay? And again, it always has to feel right and true for you. So if it doesn't feel right and true, if you're not ready in this lifetime to be a parent, no worries, okay? Do what feels right and true for you. But they're just saying you'd be great at it, right? So the angels are like, yeah, you may not be ready, but you'd be really good at it, okay? So that's, they're being a little bit pushy about it because it is an experience that you want to have at some point in time. All right. So we have a couple extra cards, Aries, for June of 2016 for your reading. We have 8 of Earth. And the Earth cards are all about how you make your money, what you need to know to be here on Earth. And 8 is the number for wealth. So I always feel like this card is a good, is a great sign for you in regard to your finances. And so I feel like the work that you're doing is going to be rewarded this month. In abundance. There's going to be lots of good things coming to you from not only physical money, cash money, but also opportunities and new clients, new almost like new communities you're going to be exposed to is what I'm getting around this. And then the other side of this is about going back to school. So some of you are embracing something new in your life, and there's a need to kind of get caught up or learn some things, okay? So when you take on a new role, especially if you're taking on a new leadership role within your work or business or in a community involvement, that type of thing, there are some things that you're going to need to learn and to be able to take those on. So it's just about learning all you can about the topic so that you know what you're doing, basically. Not anything to be stressed about. Okay. And then we have Clear Cognizance card, which is Archangel, Uriel again. So Uriel is a big one for you this month, Aries. Archangel Uriel is coming through again for you. And this is really paying attention to your thoughts and ideas, okay? I don't know if any of you have read, and I can't even remember the title of the book. It's something about magic. Apparently magic is a big theme for you guys this month because we had Heather Strang's book, Life of Magic, that I was talking about. Now I'm talking about Elizabeth Gilbert. And I can't remember the title of it, but it has something to do with magic in it. And so she talks about, you know, you get this thread of an idea and you need to kind of grab onto it, right? And do something with it right away, or you lose it, or it's gone, right? And so they're wanting you, the angels and guides are wanting you to pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that are coming to you, write them down, act on them, okay? Because that's your, you're being led, you're being guided, okay? And so paying attention to that is really, really important because it will help you. And why is it important? Okay, why is it really important? Because life gets easier when you do that, okay? Life is hell of a lot easier when you do that, when you take the time to pay attention to the thoughts and ideas that are coming to you and you act on them, okay? It really does help. Okay, and then divine guidance. Okay, so this is divine guidance. The number is 5 on this. And this is Archangel Sandalphon again. So you've got Sandalphon and Uriel coming through a couple different times for you. Again, and I just want to kind of show you this card because it's really a beautiful card, Sandalphon. And it is about delving in more into your life purpose. So some of you Aries are at a point where you're a little bit bored and you're wanting more meaning in your life, and you're kind of searching for what is the purpose, what is the meaning around that. And part of what you need to do, and this is kind of going back again to the Unity card, the very similar type of card, because they're both about finding those spiritual mentors and teachers that will help you. And I may be one of those teachers for you. I'm a feng shui intuitive coach, and I help people all the time with their, you know, things that are going on in their life and their business. I especially love helping entrepreneurs in particular. And so I may be one of those people for you. And if you're all of a sudden when you're hearing that, that's speaking to you and you're thinking, oh, God, I really like this lady. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe you don't really like me. But if you're one of those people that really like connect with my energy, are really excited about it, take some time to you know, let's sit down and take some time together. I do a virtual coffee chat that I do for free. I also offer to my potential coaching clients an hour session that is kind of a clarity session or a discovery session where I help you figure out, you know, where you are now, what it is you want, and what's keeping you stuck. So we really look at all of those kind of things together, and I do some coaching within that to help you see how that works and how that would move forward. So just throwing that out there because that's what they're telling me to do. All right. And then the very last card we have, Aries, for June 2016 is we have Lila. Angel Lila. And my voice is already getting soft around her. She's a softer presence. She really is wanting you to do some internal work, spend some quiet time alone, and really, you know, meditating and thinking about your desires, your intentions, what it is that you want, and asking the angels for help, asking your guides for help. We all have a spiritual team available to us. We have many angels, we have many guides that are there just for us to help us, okay? And so she's wanting you to go within and to connect with them and open to be receiving their guidance, Okay, so that's what we have, Aries, for June 2016. I hope you have a wonderful month. Take some time to relax, have fun, and enjoy your life. See you next month. Did you enjoy your angel reading? I'm sure questions have popped up for you about specifics in your own life. To get answers personalized just for you, click below to schedule your appointment. You can use coupon code ANGEL20 to save 20% on any one of my readings. For more information about me and Finding Your Fiji services, go to findingyourfiji.com. Enjoy your day.